same cry. Give us a king. Give us a king. Only this time, instead of sounding like, give us a king, it was, yes, we can. Yes, we can. We won't change. Amen. Well, guess what? God said, is that what you want? Oh, that's what we want. Give it to them. And so this country got the change they wanted. They got the king they wanted. And now, just a few months later, they're standing around, and even some of his own supporters are now looking around and saying, what in the world is going on? Come on, Obama, fix it all. Send us a check. Help us out. Fix the economy. Do all of this. What are you doing, Obama? In other words, Saul, where you at? See, be careful what you ask for. You might get it. Amen. See, God let America ride along for a while. Now, I'm telling you, our Goliath is at hand. Amen. Our Goliath is at hand. And America's fixing to find out the king they wanted is not the answer, but it's the God they rejected. Amen. Amen. Not only in our country, but in our churches. Yes, sir. See, we get in our churches, amen, and we get in here and we sit down, and all of a sudden then we get to holler that same old story. Give me a king! Give me a king! Give me a king! We look around and we say, well, why ain't my preacher preaching like that preacher is? Well, why don't we do as a church what that church does? And how come this don't happen here and that don't happen there? And I come to church and I ain't getting fed and I don't get nothing out of the preaching. And why do they do that? And why do they do? Hey, all that is saying, give me a king, give me a king, give me a king. That's exactly what all that is. And what they end up doing, amen, is they'll either turn out to be a church hopper and they go from one church to the other church to the other church and just back around and continue making circles, amen, because they ain't looking for a perfect church, and every time they show up, that perfect church is no longer perfect and they can't find what they're looking for, amen. And usually the problem is them and it's just following them around. That's why they can't never find a place they're happy in. Amen. Or they just run the preacher off. Yeah. Amen. That never occurs to them, amen, to get on their face and say, God, me and this preacher going different ways, who's right? You know why? They're afraid when they do that, God will say, I got my hand on that preacher, so apparently you ain't in the will of God. Amen. Or it never occurs to them to just get down on an old-fashioned altar and say, God, help my preacher. My preacher's going to preach in the morning. My preacher's going to preach in a few minutes. God, help him. Lord, help him pastor this church. Give him wisdom. Give him direction. Lord, give the man of God what we need. No, that don't occur to them. All they do is go to hollering, give me a king. Give me a king. So they either get them a new church or they get them a new pastor. And everything will float along real smooth for a while. Oh, they'll be happy in their new setting. Amen. Till Goliath shows up. Amen. Right. Till your family falls apart. Amen. Till your whole world comes crashing down on you. And then all of a sudden you're going to go back and find out that the very one you rejected is the one you needed. Amen. Yeah. Amen. Yeah.
I remember that.
Amen. Give me a king. Give me a king. Give me a king. And all of a sudden one of these days you're going to turn around and say, Saul, he ain't going to be around. We do it as a country. We do it as a church. We do it as Christians. Amen. See, we sat in the church pew and holler, give me a king. God is your king. Amen. It's amazing to me how we can get saved and God's, He's big enough to save us. I mean, He's big enough to save us. We're trusting Him and the shed blood of Jesus Christ to take us home to heaven, and we're doing all that, and man, He's good enough for us to follow in the beginning and all that, but all of a sudden something happens in our heart and God's no longer good enough anymore. All of a sudden now we don't seem like the preaching don't bother us no more. The Holy Ghost never does speak to our heart anymore. The Bible's just like words on white pages. You know what you're doing in your heart? You're saying, give me a king. Give me a king. The biggest problem we have among independent Baptists that I see is that they know how to do it. And they're doing it. You don't have to be in church long to find out. They're the ones doing it. You don't have to listen to them preach and sing, witness, and testify very long. You find out they're the one doing it. Because in their heart they sit on that pew and they say, give me a king. I mean, you can get up and preach against rock and roll music, country music, amen, the golden oldies. Well, there ain't nothing wrong with that. You get up and preach against smoking, and people sitting on the pew smoking, they just say in their heart, there ain't nothing wrong with that. You get up and preach against chewing and drinking and ungodly dress, and adultery and fornication and pornography and MySpace and anything else you won't think of. They say there ain't nothing wrong with that. They'll never get under conviction no more. Don't ever get on an altar anymore, amen. That's just for wicked people. God's people don't need to get on the altar anymore. Don't ever get nothing right with God. Just let it all go on. My pastor stood up in church the other day, preached against the prom, preached against going dancing and listening to worldly music. Flat stood in that pulpit, out talking no beating around the bush, stood right there and told them people and said, dancing is wrong. Good. Amen. And I talked to some folks a little while later on, they said, I really wasn't expecting it out of these people I was talking to. There is some teenagers in our church that had either just went to prom or was just fixing to go and had all their plans made. And I said, I wonder what they thought about that. And the one I was talking to that I thought was in agreement with me and the pastor looked at me, Brother Bob, and said, well, yeah, but there ain't nothing wrong with dancing. I said, what? Well, I went to my prom and I danced with a boy, and I said, you was wrong. I said, was you dancing to godly music? No. I said, you're wrong to start with, right there. You don't even need to go any further. I said, was you married to that boy? Well, no. I said, and you don't see anything wrong with that? Well, no, I don't see anything wrong with that. You know why? Because in their heart, they're saying, give me a king. My way. I'm going to go with God as long as God goes the way I go. Yeah. But when He starts to venture off a different direction, then I'm just going to go to hollering, give me a king. Give me a king. Amen. Yeah, I'm telling you right now, if you come to church, sit in a church house, and preaching never convicts you, you ain't right with God. Amen. You are not right with God. You may think you're right with God, and that may be your excuse. I'm so right with God, I'm not guilty of that. If preaching never bothers you, you ain't right with God. You are cold and callous, and all you're doing in your heart is saying, give me a king. Amen? And I'm not talking necessarily about service, but about salvation. Yeah. Give me a king. I'm going to close with this story right here, and we'll go eat. But I talked to a boy the other day at the Kmart. I stopped, as a matter of fact, I believe it was Sunday. And I was headed into Kmart with my wife. Or not Kmart, I'm sorry, it was at the Ingles. We was headed into the Ingles grocery store. And I was headed in there with my wife. God said, tell that boy about the Lord. And I stopped, got to talking to this boy, probably 17, 18-year-old, 19 maybe. And that boy flat looked me in my eyeball and said, I know everything you're going to tell me. I know every bit of that. He said, I don't believe a bit of it's true. He said, you're believing a fairy tale and following a false God. And he said, when you die, you're going to find out you wasted your life following a fairy tale. To make a long story short, I talked to him for quite a while, but basically I got down to the end and I told him, I said, let me tell you something, son. I said, I may be wrong, but you might be wrong too. And he said, yeah, you're right. I might be. And I said, but I'm here to tell you right now, just like the old preacher said, if I go to hell, I go trusting in the blood of Jesus Christ. Amen. I said, I trusted Jesus Christ to save my soul. And I said, that's what I'm hanging my hat on. And I said, that's what I'm going to die with. And he said, that's fine. I said, if I go to hell with the blood of